Another day in Sydney. Why am I here? Why am I here? Another day. This place is full of character. This place reminds me of a lot of memories too. Alright, for those of you who don't know, Sydney was originally my home. I spent half my life here. So practically when I was just a little kid to, I'd say, closest to a teenager. This place, it's changed, but it still remains exactly the same. What I didn't expect is to be coming back here on a motorcycle. I'll tell you what though, I'm actually glad I brought the motorcycle down here because traffic here is horrendous. Back when I was younger, there wasn't as many cars. And then now it's just like 3 times the amount, which is just ridiculous. Oh, sorry, here you go, smiley face for you. Smiley face. Yeah, so it's quite interesting to be back in the old neighborhoods. I didn't used to live in this particular area near what's called Cabramatta. I don't know exactly what this area is. It's been a very, very long time. But I do remember everything. This house was still here when I was that young. So pretty much I was like a little Sasquatch. So I think the youngest I can remember being here in Sydney was actually probably around the age of 5, 6. Not too sure, but we're actually going to go visit my old house, or old apartment I guess you could say. So it's the earliest I've spent being here in Sydney. This old, whatever it's called, highway, I guess I'll call it that, main road, it was still here. Not gonna lie, I do miss this place a little bit, but I don't miss the traffic here. Oh, I've had 3 kilometers worth of bumper to bumper traffic and it was just absolutely shit. And then me being on the bike, cuts it down right in half. My dad still lives here in Sydney, and then he asked me, hey, why'd you bring the bike for? And pretty much this is why. Like I said, traffic here is just crap, and I'm glad I bought. I still have not given you a nickname yet. I'll give you one later. Now this area, I know, this area is Cabramatta. I'm not gonna lie, I call this place a little China. It's not a bad place, but yes, I actually used to shop here when I was younger. My parents and I, as well as my brother and sisters. Oh, the good old days. Not much has changed. Everything here's still the same. Been over a decade, nothing has changed. So that street up ahead, right in front of me, nothing's changed on that. None of the shops, and absolutely nothing. Everything still remains the same. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little impressed. Go on, do a burnout. He's a little nervous. He's looking at me like he's nervous. So many flashbacks. Good old monk. It's not Cabramatta without a monk. Come on. Alright, we're going to start off with the smaller streets first because I can only remember what I can remember, but I've been here, well, 3 times already, and a few things have changed. Like, everything as I left it, even though I didn't touch anything, apart from the kids' rides, all still remains the same. Like, the only thing that's changed is over there, that big parking lot, the big parking structure. It used to actually just be like flat ground and all. Yeah, now it's just well, it's a parking structure, I guess. Parking here, oh mate, you open a parking spot for like a second, someone else would just sweep in and take it. So when you had a chance to find parking, mate, you're either going to need a gun or a badge to get into that spot. Like seriously, not much has changed. I'm just flooded with memories right now. I don't know, walking these streets as a little kid, so many memories. So for the first early part of my years, I actually spent my life here in Cabramatta. I used to live in this area, and to be honest, it's actually amazing just coming back just to see what this place still looks like after all these years, and it's been untouched. You know, that there still means a lot to me too, because not every day you get to go back to your home spot and it remains exactly the same as you left it. Yeah, traffic here still sucks, and I'm on a bike. Come on, I just want to go see the shops. Oh, we might have to skip this, because we ain't gonna move anywhere. I might have to call it. I'm calling it. See, I mean, like, look at it, it's just chaos. And it's such a small place too. Like, back then there wasn't as many cars coming in and out, and now it's just flooded with them. I think everyone should start riding motorcycles more. Yeah, and remember as a little kid walking across this intersection right here every day just to get to the shops. There used to be a little bread shop just on the corner there. Used to like getting the meatballs. Not that meatballs, you dirty hearted people. Go on. Cheers, mate. 849. Yeah, this is quick. I don't even know how much horsepower this thing's got. Should have just said 900, make it easier, because it's classed as MT09. Parking. Look at it. Like I said, every spot here has been taken. That shop that's selling all those little garments, whatever, I don't know what they're called, material, Hang Tan material shop. It's all still the same. Yeah, gave him the nod, he just looked at me randomly. The one thing I remember about this main road is Chinese New Year. Oh Christ, this place is packed during then. Did that monk just teleport? I have no clue. Parking is terrible, traffic is terrible, everything's terrible. Every one of these shops are still here. I don't know what else there is to talk about. Like, I'm just being flooded with memories right now. Like, I'm just speechless. Everything here is still the same. Like, I remember getting chippies, like legit, it's chippies from Ing or something like that. Red Lee. All these memories. I remember even climbing on those little statues there too. See, all these corner shops are still here. And I remember that there was a doctor's shop just on the corner, just on this corner somewhere, well, over there actually, right over there, and getting my first injection. I remember crying like a little bitch, and they had to hold me down. They literally had to hold me down because I didn't want to get my needle. I didn't want to get my shots, so I just said nah. Where we're gonna go now is to see the old house, and yeah, it's been a while. And this playground is still here. I remember Dad had a remote control car. We used to play around here, and I had like a little toy gun, and I'd pretend to shoot the car with a toy gun until the toy gun broke, because I kept throwing it in the air like a javelin. Oh, like so many, it's just absolutely tremendous. And there used to be a police station here in this corner. Oh my god, this is legit the place I used to stay at. It's still here. Dad used to park his work trailer right there. That garage used to be ours, and then that top apartment, if you could see it, used to be ours too. I'll tell you a story after that, but Jesus, it's amazing. Everything's still here. Gosh. I gotta at least take a photo before I leave. I know it's gonna look awkward amongst the people living here, but they don't understand. They will never understand. Jeez. So that top balcony up there is where we used to stay. And I remember next door that there was a car there, and it had like a little bike, like yeah, small, and we were racing, right? And then because it was like a sharp bend, sort of like this on the other side, except going the opposite way, there was a car parked by the fence line, and what I actually I still remember it. I also had training wheels on the thing, so it made it worse, but I remember running into the car and setting off the car alarm, and I booked it because I didn't know what else to do. And I remember doing lots of skids right here, right along there, and I got a flat tire from it, and that's how I learned not to do skids on your little bike, because you get flat tires when the tire runs out. But yes, and then my cousin used to live right there, and we used to grow lemongrass, a couple other things in that little rock bit there. But just wow, so many memories. Yeah, there used to be a police station right where that bowling pit was, and every now and then the policing community would host something special where the community can go. I think someone's getting a fine. But yeah, we used to go there, play in the police cars, get put in the back, turn the sirens on. Oh, far out. Oh, very, very good times. Canleyville. This is the first school that I can remember going to here. Gosh. You know what, we're gonna go around again. I'm like reliving my childhood all over again. It's so amazing. Like, I cannot put it in words. Everything's still where it was. But yes, this school was the first school that I actually went to. I still remember like the time from when I hit my cousin and I got detention for it, making Legos, all sorts of stuff. And yeah, that park back over there, my dad used to play volleyball every now and then we used to go this and watch him play volleyball. Like, all these things I still remember as a little kid. I remember running up and down these streets. You know, I was so innocent back then. And but yeah, like, yeah, the police station used to just be right here. See, and then going up and down these streets as well. Like, you know that one creepy guy that you always find on your street somewhere, and you get a little bit like about him? Come on, 20 years, mate. But yeah, there was this creepy guy that I try to avoid every single time I walked up and down these streets, and every time I saw him I'd sort of freak out, because like, he just gave me the look like he knew I was scared of him, but you know, he didn't do anything. But it's just that one guy that he thought that was always creepy. Oi, was no signal, man. Jeez. People in Sydney don't often use their signals, but yes, this park here, not go-kart, remote control car, everything, soccer, you know, from the time where there was a fireworks show here for Chinese New Year. It's just absolutely amazing that everything's still here. So I remember when I was a bit younger, I saw my preschool friend here at the set of lights. We're going to cross straight ahead, and then we you know when you see an old friend, but you don't really want to, you want to say hi, but it's just sort of awkward because you just remember him. There's that bread shop right at the corner. It's still there. They're still selling it. Seriously, if you guys ever get the chance to go there and buy like a hot bread, I guess you could say, which was titled on the building, go try it out, man. It's just, oh, easiest way I can put it, it's like dim sims in bread, I guess you could say. It's the best. Oh jeez, over a decade and everything's still here. Very, very amazing. Don't actually get to see it all the time in your life, and I'm speechless. This train station, Cabramatta train station. Again, as a kid, I remember taking the train when I was a bit younger, and I remember this one time when, you know, this nice young lady asked me for a chip, and I gave it to her. Sitting next to her casually, right, and then I was just eating, I was holding like a box of hot chips, and she just kindly asked me for a hot chip, and I gave her one. Yeah, I still remember it. I think that's the first time I was ever being nice to someone. Yeah, walking up and down these streets bring back so many memories. I remember the first time I had my own checkbook at this Commonwealth Bank here too. definitely not going to fit in that spot, mate. I see you looking at it. Look at this. It's absolutely amazing. Everything's still here. I think that red leaf, yes, it's still there. That red leaf, I think. Yeah, getting chips and chippies, alright? Or the freaking chicken strips or whatever they're called, fish fingers, or chicken fingers, whatever they're called. Mix it up with potato chips and it tastes absolutely great. I don't want to talk too loud because it's just going to sound weird that I'm talking to myself. Like, a few people looked at me already. This Commonwealth Bank is still here too. Jesus. If you ever get to relive your childhood memories, like the good memories, definitely go do it, mate. You don't get to do this every day, and I've been meaning to come down here too. It's still there. I remember Dad buying me my first tuxedo, right where they're selling those bags right there. And I used to act like I was James Bond. I want to make the black pop once, but I'm going to be such a dick. Yeah, I remember walking up and down these streets, hating my parents because I didn't want to go anywhere. You know, where you don't want to go anywhere as a little kid. You just want to stay home and just do nothing. Well, treasure those memories. Look at it. Every one of these shops I still remember, except for those few. We're gonna head out now. Like, jeez. Alright. Yeah, I'm nice. I'm always nice. Like, I can't actually believe it. Like, I'm absolutely speechless a lot of the times. Like, seeing all these houses, you know, everything to the finest detail, I guess you could say, is all still here. I don't know. I guess you could say I'm happy, but I'm also surprised and overwhelmed. I guess you could say overwhelmed's a good way to put it. With that balcony, like I've even got a photo of this as well too. But that apartment that I used to stay in, I actually fell off that 3rd-story balcony, and I went to hospital. I broke both my legs, and I was only like a couple years old. I don't exactly remember, but I looked around to be 2-3 years old. There's a photo of me in the hospital bed with my legs hanging up from my feet. See, my feet were fine, thank you. But yeah, I mean, like, stuff like that. I can go on forever. Like, I can tell you my life story here if I wanted to. But yes, I mean, like, seriously, this place, it's almost like going back into the future, I guess you could say. Even Dad, when he first started his business here, I still remember it, to the time where obviously I lost my first tooth. Just everything.
With